Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the critically acclaimed Yanai Sports podcast, brought to you by our only, our best, our first, our great friends over at Ned's. Now, they've given us an open group on the app. I, on the weekend, was on an absolute Peter. If you happen to follow me, you'd be up 18 JSUs. Make of that what you will. We had some ponies get up. We had same game multis. We had lines just absolutely going off the wazoo.
You know what else we had? Another doggies win, Steve-O. Wow, we're looking red hot. And if we've given you any advice on this podcast, it's that stats don't lie and stats and stars are with us.
And when they align, you cannot ignore it. Otherwise, you're laughing in the face of the gambling gods.
Correct.
AKA Neds. No. So, guys, jump over to the Neds app. We've got the open group up there. It's easy as just pressing the group tab and we're there. Yanai Sports. Jump in. We're active there every day. And all the bets we talk about on the podcast are shared there pretty much daily. Chances are you're about to lose. For free and confidential support, visit gamblinghelponline.org.au.
Go, 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 bite! Hello.
Breaking news, dice are dead. The dice are dead.
And Michael Jackson isn't.
Yeah, and Michael Jackson isn't. Welcome back to episode 87
Holy shit.
of the Yanai Scat Chat. No,
Yeah.
Yanai Sports. Boys, fucking dice are dead.
Yeah, okay.
I don't, like,
So I
that's
get the
just-
last laugh then, hey?
Yes, you do, unfortunately. For me, that is.
I think that's a very outlandish comment to say. If you don't have a fucking board game in your house, you're crazy.
Yeah, well...
I think in this day and age,
I've got
it's-
nothing in the house
Yeah,
at the
well-
moment. I've got a couch and a TV.
Well, it's only just kind of fucking dawned upon me, I mean, because, like, I thought for sure, like, my grandma was going to have some dice. She used to have fucking board games out the
Yeah, the
wazoo,
wazoo,
all
yeah,
these
yeah.
different little ones. Every time we'd stay there, we'd all have, like, these little games night and play. And I thought about buying, because guess what isn't dead, though? Guess what was in...
Yahtzee.
No. There was no Yahtzee at fucking thing, but we do play a lot of Yahtzee. It is
Yeah,
fun.
yeah.
No,
Mum and Dad got Yahtzee.
Guess what was at Woolworths today when I tried to buy it? You know the...
Tamagotchi.
No, they did have some sort of version of that. Yeah. No, the pigs one. You know the one you roll pigs instead of dice, and they try and you get different points. I think it's called Pass the Pigs.
Nah,
They come in like a pill case,
Yeah, right.
and they're like these tiny little pigs, and you basically have
Sounds
this.
like a fucking red hot code operation.
Yeah.
Fucking- yeah.
So you got this little.
It's $250 for this board game.
No, there's this sheet of
called
the.
Pass the
There's this
Pig.
sheet
I'll take
of
10.
all the possible versions the pigs could land in.
Yeah, right.
And so like the most impossible ones are like 12 points, and then like the common ones of like one up, one down. Are
like if they all land on their feet or something.
yeah, then it's like that's fucking.
I've never heard of this ever.
We used to
Have
play
you
it
heard
heaps
of
at my grandma's,
Yeah.
and when we were at fucking Woolworths today, there was like fucking like 20 of these Pass the Pigs there. I'm
20
like,
versions.
yeah, no, 20 in
Packets.
stock of 20
Oh,
packets
right.
of Pass the Pigs.
So they're popular.
Must be
Yeah.
more than dice.
Yep.
So-
there's something behind the board game.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's right. In the
I think
pill
we've
casing.
just uncovered a fucking
We're gonna get a call from the
Nation-
Senatella low
Yeah.
cartel soon.
AFP.
CoffeeZilla will be knocking Monday.
Yeah. Fucking
But
hell.
no, and then I went to Reject Shop. They didn't have any. I went to the little game one in the middle of City Centre Plaza. They didn't have any. Like obviously they'd have some down at Millennium here, but it
There
was
would have been a
closed.
few cunts at City Centre Plaza getting around on Past the Pigs, I can tell you that much. Oh, fuck, that joint's red hot, eh?
Oh, it is.
I
it is really-
reckon Northside Plaza's more red hot.
Yeah, I agree with him. Yeah,
Just
I've been
makes
to-
you feel uncomfortable being in there,
For sure.
Don't want to touch anything. You just,
No.
fucking get away from me, junkies.
Yeah, well, you sound like you went on a bit of a mission, Steve-O,
Well, why do you think I went on a mission? I
to
fucking
prove me wrong.
correct. And I'd called you out and be like, "Cunt, let's talk about how Brando doesn't have a board game." And then I fucking went to like every place in the land and couldn't get one. So
Yeah, bit of a lost art, eh?
yeah,
Dice are dead. But yeah, so did you end up getting some
no
at...
dice.
Oh,
So whatever
nothing.
you needed them for, we can't. use.
We
So
can't
we'll have
do
to
it.
use the
All right, so we're
fucking
looking for a couch sponsor and a dice
dice sponsor.
And a dice manufacturer.
Yeah.
Fuck.
for a new segment, hopefully coming next
Next
week.
week. Did we all have a favourite board game when we were younger? Mine was Cluedo. I was real good at it.
Yeah, Cluedo was pretty cool.
Yeah,
Monopoly was
went
pretty
too long.
cool.
Yeah, you had cheaters and people making up rules and different versions.
Which
and
one's Cluedo again?
it's like
Yahtzee, I still froth
Mr.
Yahtzee.
Reverend Green with the lead pipe in the lounge
Dining
room,
room.
and it has like 9 rooms. You have like 6
okay.
people, and you have to like roll a dice, like make your way to a room, and then you've got to ask questions like, if anyone has this
Yeah,
card,
yeah.
they had to give it to you.
I think
You had to.
I did like Guess Who
I was
as
just
well.
about to say,
Oh, Guess Who
guess,
was
I was
good,
about to
yeah.
say, guess who comes straight to mind, and then like Monopoly obviously was a classic.
Yeah,
but that'd
Monopoly
go
was
for
a classic.
fucking
Game of
all school
Life.
holidays.
Game of
I never
Life
played
as
the
well.
Game of Life, really.
It's cool. It was similar to, not similar to Monopoly, but it's like you'd land on tiles, get like money, and you'd get to a stopping point and you've got to choose a career, and then you got to choose either like a family, and each one had pros and cons, and, you know, and the end of it was whoever had the
I
most
feel
money.
like you played a game of this and based your whole life on it.
yeah.
It was the most fucking unhinged.
Yeah, it was
like,
the first
path.
game, and I won,
Yeah,
and I was
you're
like,
well,
yeah,
this is the game
That's
of
my
life.
personality.
no
yeah.
family, fucking
Yeah.
nightclub owner.
Do you remember Mousetrap?
Yeah,
When we were
yeah.
real young, it was like that one. It was like a board game. You'd set up all these things, and like when you'd like hit this, like if you were the little mouse, it would like come down and get you, and like it had all these traps and shit. Like you remember it?
Yeah.
Do you remember it, Lexi? Oh, if we looked it up, I'm sure you'd all remember. But
Yeah, board games.
yeah, so they're
Wow.
dead.
They're dead.
So good. Yeah, they're dead.
Yeah, but they need to come back.
Yeah, there's actually a version of Monopoly. It's like a faster version, but it's like an in-card game format. Really
Oh,
fun.
yeah, I've played that
Monopoly
one.
Go.
Yeah.
No, it is sick, bro. Monopoly Go.
Monopoly
sick.
Go. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
awesome. Yeah, it's mainly, I
Yeah.
think, only a max 4 player, but
Yeah.
played it back out west. Yeah, a couple of years ago, with some mates on the piss. It's actually fun.
It is sick, bro,
Once
yeah.
you figure out how the rules work.
It's like when
Yeah.
you get like 3 or something, you put them down, and that's your.
I
You
haven't
get
played
3
for about a
goes.
year, but
Yeah. No, it is actually really cool. We've played it for many hours on end at kick-ons at like Talford Street and Greenie. So
We need to do a little, just a little poker night, I reckon. Eh?
Yeah.
I'd love that.
Even
Yeah.
that'd be
Fucking
some
sick.
good content.
You'd have
on
to be the
topic
dealer,
of
I think.
Board games. Hey?
oh me,
Steve would have to be the
dealer
dealer.
goes around, bro.
Oh, that's
in a
right.
poker.
Yeah. But you're the only one that would like consistently know the rules and shit like that. Like I feel like if we were playing with someone else who didn't really know and they were like dealer.
Yeah,
But
I think
fuck
every
no.
time I've played with all these boys, they'll say, right, Brandon, you got to do this if I'm not too sure.
Oh, right.
yeah,
okay,
it's
yeah,
like
right.
burn one, put one card face down, flip
Yeah,
three.
yeah.
It's
So
a
you're all, we're all over
piece
it
of
then.
piss, man.
Yeah.
Fucking, that's embarrassing that you don't know how to play poker. cunt.
Me,
Yes.
I know how to play.
Well, obviously not.
No, but did you hear what I just?
You just asked me to be the dealer
Yeah,
of the
I
whole
said
night.
because you know all the rules and like it would be a lot more free flowing. Like if we had like 3 people that didn't know what to do.
Oh, sure. I get
That's
what
what I
you're
was saying.
Yeah.
But anyway,
He's a cop, bro. He's trying to set you up.
yeah,
fucking
Say these
Molly's
3 words.
game.
I am a... No.
yeah.
Good stuff. Well, how's the weekend, boys?
Tommy and Phoebe's engagement party. So quick shout out to them. Obviously, they're getting married in a year's time. So we had a heap of family and friends that come into the Red Lion. And
I was almost going to rock up. Sana was at this
no.
party that I was at, his hot cousin, and fucking, she's like, yeah, just come. You can be my +1. I was like, imagine that kind of rock up to this fucking engagement party.
You would
I
be
reckon he'd
fine.
be pissed.
yeah.
Oh, he'd be annoyed. I don't know.
I'd be fine. I actually thought about it once I did my speech because I did the speeches on. Obviously, my dad got up and so did Phoebe's dad got up. But I thought about it afterwards. And, like, trust me, this podcast has made me a fucking million times better public speaker. But I was, like, missing something. I was like, I almost do need Steve here to be like, while we're telling the story, bouncing off one another. And being like, I was talking like I do on the pod. I'm like, yep, so that's my fault. I'm fucked. And then, like, everyone's like, ha, ha, ha. But I didn't necessarily be like, yeah, you're a fucking idiot. And, like, just, like, there was no bounce back and forth. I was
sure.
playing handball against a wall,
Yeah.
Yeah, very nice, bro. Yeah, well, I went to Riley and Jazz's wedding, which was awesome. Pretty much across the river from down the stream from your place, Steve-O.
Yep.
Fenland's property, if anyone knows them. But yeah, awesome setup there. Really cool how just both old boys got up and they were like embracing. They're like, oh, you're a part of our family now. We're a part of yours. Yeah, it was just a good little touch there. But it was one of the weddings that was more so, I think cocktail wedding they call it, where it wasn't like a sit down formal, you're at a table all night, only get up throughout.
Yeah.
People not speaking and stuff. It was quite the opposite. It was mainly just ceremony. They come in. Oh, they went and got their photos. Come in, do their little intro, take shots,
Yeah.
a little dance in, and then it was just like music sort of pumping, and then a couple speeches, and other than that, it was just like a sesh pretty much.
And then everyone chewing each other's ear off.
Yeah. No, I really liked it. So shout out those guys. Great little weekend. At that wedding.
I just seen that actually. Is Michael Jackson still alive?
You said
I'm sending it in. I know.
So Steve's weekend was dissecting his Michael
Jackson still alive. Yeah.
We went a deep dive on the conspiracy videos for that.
That one wasn't very clear card. It was
And
like,
I heard someone say that they debunked it ages ago. That was his sister getting out of the fucking thing, and they were like going in to get something. I don't know.
But did you see that fucking character that was on that talk show or whatever? That was just
okay.
like-
that one.
That is very
red hot.
fucking strange.
That's red hot, bro.
That's red hot.
I can't look like Schmeagol.
He's Schmeagol's cousin, Schmegma.
Schmegma.
You look like you, Steve-O, that other year at Christmas time when you jumped through the fire.
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
Burns on your face.
Yeah. Scabs everywhere, burnt fucking hair all around.
Yeah, wow.
That was
That
fun.
was so dumb.
That was a good night.
Yeah, well, Michael Jackson's dead.
Just check Wikipedia. He's not alive, ladies and gentlemen.
It's undecided.
Yeah.
No, so I don't know. Do we want to get into some sport? Are we
Yeah,
just going
bro.
to, off the dome piece? We want to get straight in NRL. We leave in NRL last. I think we might leave NRL last.
Yeah, righto.
Okay.
What else we got?
Well, let's roll it over to you, Stephen. Reverse
Yep.
order. Tennis US Open started.
Monday night, bro.
Last
Yeah.
night.
No real upsets so far, and there's usually always one or two in the first round, which makes my bet more stressful for tonight. Because I've got a lot of heavy favourites in there, and there's always one like where you're just like, how can you fucking lose, man?
Yeah.
It's first round, but I did.
You've also violated one of the rules of Eli I've just seen.
Which is what?
You've got more legs in it than it's worth.
Yeah, then
That's
Correct.
one.
Then the dollar value.
Yeah.
then the dollar value.
We'll get to
yes.
that later on in gambling. But
I did understand that, but I was still in a sort of mental haze state today. So the book,
Mate, you may be off the hook because that may cancel it. There's another rule called know your opponent.
Yeah.
And in that, you've got to know that, for example, like boxing is corrupt, so expect a corrupt result.
Yeah.
With tennis, the favourites are more likely to win. So it may cancel each other out.
Yeah.
There is that sort of option in the Book of Eli.
yeah, the Book of Eli wasn't at the forefront of my mind today. It was plenty
it was
of water.
pure survival.
Yeah.
It was unscripted. Yeah.
It was plenty of water, plenty of trying to eat food, but only getting halfway through it.
Plenty of vape after 3 days without.
No vape. No vape for 2 days, which in my mind, I know I'm not addicted because I had every chance to go get one.
Yeah.
But
And you just didn't.
just didn't want a bar of it. So
And
then
you
I got
started the
one
health-
Wasabi
Yeah.
to celebrate. To celebrate that I wasn't addicted.
That's fuck. There was a good Batuta advocate post on last night or Sunday night, and it was like, girl claims I only vape when I drink while she pours a nightly glass of wine as an excuse to have a vape.
That's perfect.
So good.
That's perfect.
Unwind, leave me alone.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was just sort of having a look at the markets before, obviously with Neds, as they are our wagering partner for this show.
How dare you?
Well,
They're our fucking best friend.
yeah, they're our best friends.
Wagering fucking partner. That's like calling your missus, this is my friend.
Yeah, but in
That's like you're the best man at a wedding, and you goes, me
acquaintance.
me mate here, like
Yeah.
my mate that's
yeah.
giving a speech about me.
yeah.
yeah.
It's just a
ring.
mate from
Yeah, the
from
ring
back in
bearer.
the day.
How fucking dare
Yeah.
you?
All the futures markets are still open as time of recording, boys. I don't think they shut until the weekend. So Saturday, I think it's Saturday that they close. So like there's value in that the quarters winners. I know I did one for, what was the last one? Wimbledon.
Yeah, yes.
I fucked the dog on one of them, but in the men's, I don't really see any other upsets like other than the big the big four. Like,
So this obviously isn't gambling, Brando. This is just more talking off, the outright winners. So for those listening at home, Novak's $3, Carlo Alcaraz is $3.20.
Yeah.
I think that's a bit of value.
Yeah.
Just because
well, Carlo, any time over $3
he's pretty
value.
good, even though it's second line. You've got Yannick Sinner at $4.50.
Yeah.
And then Zverev at $7, which we won't talk about. So, guys, any of those three you might want to get on. Sinner, Alcaraz, and Djokovic this early in the tournament is pretty fucking valuable.
Yeah.
It's worth
Don't
the
know if-
fucking
I don't know if Joker has another one in him.
I don't think so. So, like him being at the top, that gives the other guys odds. So I think that's what makes him value. Yeah,
exactly. So. But just even like looking at the quarters, like Yannick's paying $1.80 to win his side of the draw. His quarter of the draw. So to make a semi-final, basically, is what you're betting on there.
Yeah.
Carlo's paying,
which is like talk about like value for if you had a lot of money, like 10 YNUs or the Me Bank. You're making $800 on that. Do the math if you will. But
sure, read between the lines.
Yeah.
Zverev to win his quarters paying $2. Fritzy's the second line of betting there, and I reckon Fritz is going to get beaten tonight, even though that's your bet tech, which is a little spoiler alert early on in the piece. But
I feel like Steve-O has backed him a couple times when he's been favouring and he's let you down more often than not.
No.
Berrettini, bro. Berrettini has only just sort of come back from injury. He's played maybe a few months of tennis, but he's like got straight back into it, bro. He was in. I'm pretty sure Berrettini was in the US Open final or Wimbledon final. Fucking like only last year or the year before. It was really.
So what you're saying? He's willing to put your title on it? As the tennis expert.
No, but I'm not going to hang my hat on that.
No.
But
okay, that's fine.
I'm just saying that second line there, Fritzy, like that Zverev at $2. Like, that one's sort of wide open. But
no, that's fine.
Yeah. Other than that, on the girl side, man, Eager, our girl, bro, she's not as dominant as
She's fading.
She once was.
Is she fading?
She's opened up too many fucking supermarkets,
Yeah, IGAs.
IGAs.
Yeah, a few eagers.
Wrong techies.
So her mind's elsewhere.
Yeah. She's got the pressure of fucking
being a business mogul.
produce.
Yeah.
Similar to us, she's slave to the corporate dollar.
Yeah,
correct.
exactly.
Yeah, what do you
She's
put
got
that
store managers, dating department managers, fucking unwanted
inspired
pregnancies.
unemployed coming in doing pranks at stores off tap?
Yeah, exactly.
You got the youth crime stealing produce out the wazoo.
Yeah.
So
No, what do you put that down to? Like, do they just find themselves in a little form slump due to what?
yeah, I'm not sure, man. It
Or
happens.
do you just think others maybe do more video and get a read on them? They might get a slight edge if they've got a little niggle injury
For
and they're
whatever-
not performing.
for whatever reason, women's world number ones are very rarely like dominant, and that was the whole argument about Serena and stuff like that. But like, I'm pretty sure we talked about this on one of the like on an earlier episode. Like, I rattled off
there was like 10 in the last like 5 years or
10
something.
former world number ones over in the last like 10 or 12 years. And
Yeah,
it's
which
like-
obviously is.
And half of them are still playing, bro. Like Azarenka, Caroline Wozniacki, Angie Kerber, Naomi Osaka, fucking Caroline Garcia, Sabalenka. Like, they're all in the draw right now, and it's just fucking...
I wonder if that just talks to... the women's having more of an open field as opposed to a dominant three for 20 years. Like, they're all pretty much evenly ranked in skill and stuff.
I think it's like golf, bro. There's number ones change all the time in golf, and it's just they always talk about those like single sports, right? You've only got really yourself, and it's that the yips or that mental game. They say like when you're at that level, the only 10% difference between you and the next 20 is that mental game, like how you can show up for it, how you can just basically talk yourself into winning. Same as fighting, they talk about like so much, like how mental just goes into it. Obviously only to a degree, but they reckon like that's the reason like you sort of go through these periods and like you don't perform as well as you want. So then you're sort of in your head and you're like, fuck, I've never really had this before. I was kind of always on the up and up. And how do I battle this? And I don't really know what else to do because I already got to number one. So why can't I keep number one? And then it's this echo chamber of fucking self-doubt. So they do have to sort of, that is the last sort of frontier, I think, in these like elite sport athletes that are at the fucking last bit.
Yeah.
The last frontier is the mental game.
Bro, just back to that women's draw. Any one of those top 4 lines of betting could win, and it's fucking value for. Like,
who do we have in the women's?
Rod Barkiner, man, she's paying $10. Like Coco Gauff's paying $9. Like that's fucking.
I like
huge
Rod
for
Barkiner
her.
at 10.
Ig is paying $5, and Sabalenka's favourite at $3. So, price is subject to change there, boys. But yeah, Rod Barkiner at 10 even, man. That's fucking well overs, man. She can fucking. Although we did see her fucking shit the bed.
Yeah, against world number 25th.
Yeah, in the when was that?
Australian Open,
She
yeah,
shit the bed.
that's right.
Yeah.
I was calling her fucking
But
Timu fucking.
no.
Yeah.
What's that? Not grape juice, fucking prune juice.
yeah, cranberry juice or
Yeah,
prune
it's,
juice, yeah.
Ribena.
Ribena, yeah, Ribena.
Because that sounds like that's how I fucking remember their names. Or just like Lexi Popperin, popcorn.
Yeah.
Pop goes boom. Fucking
Yeah, but an official pick. Fuck.
How do you think our boy Demon will go?
Yeah, I'm not sure. He might actually have a tough round one, man. I was
Yep.
looking at the draw today. I forget who he's playing, but he's no fucking
How do
slouch.
they do the draw, bro? Is it randomised or?
Yeah, so it's you get seeded, so the top 32 get seeded.
Yep.
They're put on opposite sides of the draw.
Yep.
So odds and evens sort
Yep,
of thing.
yep.
So what?
and-
16, or 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then so in a perfect world, one would play 2 in the
Yep.
final, you know.
Yeah.
But fucking, and then the rest of the draws just randomised, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no sort of they just pick and choose. But for an official pick, I just can't go past Alcaraz, bro. He's next up, man. That's been time and time again. If he's ever going to get to 60 slams, he's going to fucking win this one. But
What do they play at the US Open?
best of 5.
No, sorry, court.
Oh, hard court, bro. Yeah.
It's hard court.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might go Sinner. I think I might go Sinner.
Yep.
Do you think Joker beating Alcaraz at Paris will play into that at all? Like fresh loss, like knows he can
I think
lose
fucking
to Joker
Alcaraz
still.
was too busy
No.
in the fucking village, the athletes' village.
He was too concerned with the bunda getting around. But I cannot remember for the life of me if Olympics was best of 5 sets or best of 3 sets. For whatever reason in my mind, I thought it was
Best
3
of 3.
sets.
Oh yeah, best of 3.
Like
to try and get
quickly
through
fact
it.
check.
Yeah.
Because like you think about it, like the US Open's probably going to go for as long as fucking almost the Olympics was, and that's one fucking event. So they would have cut it down on time.
Yeah,
You might be right there.
that's what so.
And didn't
In a best of 5 sets match,
Alcaraz beats Joker?
Yeah, I'm gonna lean towards Alcaraz.
Yeah.
Especially after just playing 6 matches leading up to the final. You know, you got to win 7 matches to win a Grand Slam. So it's
Yep.
Joker washed. He'd be fucking whinging about how his knee sore.
Yeah. And he might even be like, and like Alcaraz might be playing the smart game, like let Joker do that, and I'll fucking just like, sustain my energy, like keep myself, like just almost use it as like training.
Yeah, 3 best of 3.
Yeah. There
he
we
won
go.
7-6, 7-6.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
Both went to tie break.
yeah, apparently that was fucking one of the matches of the century. Like, and I can't believe I didn't watch it. But
That's all right. You can't watch them all, mate.
yeah,
But we can soon.
Soon
we will be watching all of them. Yeah.
Yeah. Just need a TV. In your
And
house.
for the girls, man, I'm just gonna go Coco Gauff just I don't know, home court advantage, American. She's sort of in the
I'm going Omenry. I'm going Ribena.
Ribena.
Yeah, I'm going
Yeah.
Ribena. I'm staying with her.
nice.
Yeah, very nice, bro. Yeah,
But-
so that just started Monday. So that'll go for 2 weeks. So,
Yeah, 2 weeks, bro.
so
So
not
it's
this weekend, the following weekend.
yeah,
is when
it's
finals will
still
be.
men's women's final on the Saturday, men's final on the Sunday.
Yep.
But yeah, I'll be chucking up bets in the open group fucking every day because
Steve does love betting on tennis more than anything in the world.
Yes, more than anything, it's how I made my bread and butter. It's given me everything in life. The fact that I can read tennis matches and
Okay, and
pick winners.
real important part there, if you guys missed it, we went by so quickly. We will not be sharing these in the Punters Club Facebook Messenger anymore. We will only be sharing these in the Neds group, open group, Nice Sports.
Yep.
So if you want to get on them, he is a fucking pretty good tennis expert, although it hurts me to say. So
Self-proclaimed tennis guru / king / wizard.
yeah.
Yes.
So guys, we will not be sharing them in the messenger group, only the NICE Open group.
Yep. So do yourselves a favour and get on that. And that is not an ad read or a host read because I don't take part in them because I cannot do scripted speaking.
Correct. And what else will be getting posted, ladies and gents, in the open groups? Yeah, so back to EPL. Still going to stick with my weekly recaps on a couple games. And also just going to touch on some of the bets that I gave you guys last week to get on. So just talking about the fixtures there, we got Man City punish Ipswich 4-1. And that's not Ipswich, Queensland. That's
yeah, that's not the Ipswich Jets.
yeah. That is Ipswich of the EPL. So, yeah, they come out, boys. They scored an early goal, Ipswich, against Man City. And, fuck, some of the commentators in them games, they just go off chops. They go, oh, my God, like, are they due for an upset? Like, the reigning champs.
7 minutes in.
Yeah, 7 minutes in, like, you know, and the fucking crowd were going half crazy. Like, holy fuck, what's about to happen?
Do you think Ipswich, the English town, has the same like socio-demographic profile?
Same
as
cultural demographics.
Ipswich, the
Yeah.
town outside of
Like,
Brisbane?
I have a
carry
feeling-
minimum 12-inch shiv in your backpack. Or
yeah,
walking
like
to
Nike
school.
TNs and
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
I have a feeling that's a strong yes.
Yeah, ratties out the wazoo, fucking yeah.
Exactly.
I'll say this, boys. Don't look into it, but they do.
Yeah.
But yeah, Ipswich, come out, scored in the first 7 minutes against Man City, and yeah, like you said, the commentators were sort of talking to a potential omen. Are they going to get upset here? But yeah, quickly changed straight after, man. Like I was watching the highlights, and they just went literally bang, bang, bang. So Man City
Go,
scored.
go, bang.
Yeah.
In the
Go,
12th,
bang.
14th, and 16th minute. So
Right.
they scored 2 minutes apart and just went.
They just went, oh, no, you don't. Bang,
not
bang,
today,
bang.
not
Yeah.
today.
Haaland or
Yeah, Haaland scored 3.
Yeah.
And De Bruyne scored 1, like in
Yeah.
total. So I was
I did see that the highlights of it.
Yeah.
Another Haaland hat trick.
yeah, for sure. So
Beast, man.
one of my little bets for everyone last week was Haaland just anytime goal scorer. I think at that stage the goal scoring markets weren't out, so I couldn't check what it was, but
it was
yeah.
like $2.40, I believe, or $2 maybe.
Yeah,
It
might even have been a
$2.
little bit shorter just because this
Ipswich, yeah.
because of the team. But anyway, yes, went on and scored 3. So if I give you these nuggets, boys, fucking get on them. So and even just chuck them in a little multi. So
The Nugget Man.
yeah, that's me. So next game, which was of note to let you guys know. So Chelsea, they put on an absolute clinic 6-2 against the Wolves.
Fuck, you don't see too many 8 fucking scoring games.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know. Yeah, it's
8 goal
usually,
games,
yeah,
yeah.
it's like a 2-3, 1-2, 1-0,
Yeah, that's
1-1.
1-2 Kostya.
Costumes.
1-2 Nikita.
Quickly shout out Nikita.
Yeah.
Tomorrow
The
night.
Butcher.
Yeah, tomorrow night. Yeah.
Just gonna
Go,
touch on
Butcher.
that in a
The
sec.
Butcher, he's a unofficial, nice sponsored athlete.
Yeah. Is
he?
Yeah, he got the artwork done
Yeah,
up
got
for
the
him, the
graphic
Butcher.
done
Oh, did he?
up.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the
Don't think we ever got a like or
nah,
share.
but
That's right. He's one we'll keep off the wall.
Well, yeah,
Yeah, definitely.
yeah, keep him off the wall.
Fucking talk shit about for many reasons. He was actually, just quickly while we digress, he was on the Matty Johns show on Sunday, I think
Oh, was
it
he?
was.
Yeah, nice.
And he's just like, is he like 20 or something? 20
Yeah,
or
young
21,
fella.
something like that,
proper
yeah.
young, but he's just like real cool. He was a bit witty, I thought, like was
Yeah.
kind of funny. I know that's the domain that show is.
Yeah, but he's very calm, I feel.
Mm.
Like in his responses whenever he's hit with anything, like he just like laser.
Yeah, but a few of the boys were saying stitch ups. He obviously knew it was coming, but he just had some nice little witty comments, which, just makes him a bit more human. Even
And
though
that
they're
is one
just
show
this-
that is definitely unscripted. That's
Yeah,
just the
yeah,
boys
yeah.
down the pub fucking
sure.
like banter's flying, you better jump on quick or you're fucking out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
So he read the room well. So yeah, shout out the Butcher. But yeah, Chelsea butchered the Wolves 6-2. Cole Palmer, also had him in my little nod last week to chuck him in the multi. Again, I didn't have the odds at the time, but he scored and had 3
This is
goal
the Iceman?
assists. Iceman.
Yeah.
Cole Palmer with the celly.
Guys, I don't know like how much more we can tell you. Like that we just leave these little omenaries for
Yeah,
you.
just
These little
nuggets
crumbs,
of life, little breadcrumbs
Yeah.
of life, and you just got to follow them.
And there's depth to the game you can't see. Like, we're not
Yeah.
going to explicitly say, like, yeah, get on it, because that violates rule fucking 3 of, like, if we tell you to get on it, won't get up.
Yes,
but if we
yes,
just
yes.
leave the little clues there for you.
It's
Yeah.
a take it or leave it sort of thing.
Yeah.
It's like, here's what I'm going to give you.
Yeah.
If you want to leave it on
Yeah.
the table,
Braille
all good.
bet.
If you want to
Yeah,
take
it's
it,
a brow bet.
It's
Read
brow
between the
bet.
lines.
And
Yeah.
we're not telling you to go to like book fucking lessons at a reading writing hotline and shit, learn
No.
Braille and shit. Like
No.
you can feel Braille and know what it's saying without having to
You can get a vibe.
without having to know how to read Braille.
Correct.
Exactly. 'Cause you can get a vibe from it. Yeah. Correct.
So I do have some a couple nuggets I'll give you in a sec as well. So yeah, as the boys just said, take it or leave it. Get a vibe check on the Braille.
Close your eyes.
Boys,
Just fucking shoot for the stars. Like, that's all we do. We fucking pull trading cards out of fucking packet.
Yeah. Exactly.
yep.
They were lost too, by the way, so don't get on them. But
Arsenal won 2-0 against Aston Villa. Just checked before this, before kickoff, they were paying $1.72. So you could say there was some value in that. Aston Villa were paying $4, and then the draw was around $4 as well at the time.
Yeah, $4.50.
Was the
Aston Villa win
and
$4 for the draw.
The draw, yeah. Yeah, my little bet there, which was my bet tech last week, which we'll get to later in the show. Yeah, it was Arsenal to score in both halves, and yeah, as we said, it had value. It was what was it last week? It was paying $2.
$2.65?
Yeah, something like that.
260.
$2.60, I
Just
think.
trying to, $2.60. So
Yeah.
there was a bit of value in that. Yeah, they won 2-0, but unfortunately only both scored in the second half for my bet. But nonetheless, another good win by Arsenal. And yeah, before we round out here, I'll just give a quick update of the EPL table. We've got Man City on top. They're going to
Money
do it
talks,
again.
bro.
They're
Money
gonna do it
talks.
again. Their team's that stacked.
Yeah.
So 6 points. We got Man City, Brighton, Arsenal, Liverpool. So they've both won 2 games each. And then after that, Lexi's team, Tottenham Hotspurs, sitting in 5th on 1 draw, 1 win on 4
Tottenham
points.
are always fucking around 5th,
Yeah.
man. They're
know.
like always there and
Yeah,
there.
the gatekeepers. There's just some teams, there's some fighters, there's some
Yeah.
fucking golf players that just, for whatever reason, they're just...
McGregor just needs to buy Tottenham or something and fucking just get every cunt
Welcome
there
to
and-
Tottenham.
Yeah.
Hey, lads, start drinking this Irish stout.
Yeah,
Yeah. So anyway, this is my few little breadcrumbs I'll leave you guys. So for match week 3 coming up this weekend, so Bukayo Saka, anytime goal scorer.
Literally, if I was a little bit more death, I thought you said the Mackay Crushers.
No odds out yet on Neds for that. So just keep that in the back of your mind for the weekend. And then, yeah, West Ham versus Man City, both teams to score, $1.62. I like that. And then Newcastle v Tottenham Hotspurs. I've got that as a draw at $3.90. A little bit of value in that. But I think that one would be close. If I had to predict, I reckon either a 1-1 or a 0-0. I think that'll be a close one because, yeah, Newcastle, they've started pretty strong as well, like Tottenham. So not on my little top of the table there, but they're there or there.
So West Ham must fucking score a bit, eh?
A little bit, yeah. They
West
got,
Hammersbrook. That's what they're called.
I don't know if they
Oh my God.
Lexi, do you know this?
Bro, that is dead set what they're called. You call yourself an EPL fan, bro. The town's called
I'm only a new fan.
West
He's
Hammers-
new fan. Settle.
Hammersbrook.
Okay.
I swear on my life, can't. Fact check me.
Wow.
Or don't. No, it is called that. How did the Jerusalem crucifixes go on the weekend? Any update on them?
Who was that again? I can't even remember that big tangent.
Sunny Coast Rugby fucking club. The
That was last week.
That was the grand final, though.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Yes.
Any new signings for them? Or anything like that?
I don't think so, mate.
Yeah. They're starting pre-season soon?
No,
or?
no. No, we had fucking, we had a few fucking, we had a few Jerusalem fucking crucifixes on the weekend. All of them didn't fucking get up.
Yeah.
We had Liam Martin from the NRL trading card roulette from Brando, $3.50. Wow, wow.
Yeah.
We had Steve with Tolu Coca-Cola,
Oh, bro.
205.
What about that?
We're about to get into that.
Bro, my backline bet was almost fucking that I chucked in the open group. It was popping off.
Oh,
Because it was like sub fucking
Tommy.
Turbo Hopewadi. It was
Yeah,
like bang,
yeah.
bang, bang. I was like, holy cunt.
Yeah, we're about to go off here. And obviously Reed Marnie fucking for the Jerusalem crucifixes. Yeah, he's gone.
For the heels. No.
yeah.
So
I was about to say that.
I know.
they didn't go good. But I did tell you last week. And also, this is just going on too. I was just thinking about it with the EPL. So, you know, there's the Man Cities that have got billions of dollars.
Yeah,
And it's all like massive signings. They're stacked. It's like a fucking New South Wales or Queensland team. If they had all the money, they'd go on and fucking smash everyone, right?
Sure.
And then you've got like the Leicester Cities, which is close to fucking Leichhardt Oval, actually.
Yeah.
And the Tigers go on a Thursday night game against Manly, get a famous win. Apparently, it was off its fucking head at Leichhardt Oval, like grand final sort of shit. Like they were all going berserk, which is just, I think that's where we need to kind of change the game a little bit. Is move back to these rural or local sort of like Shark Park, Leichhardt Oval, which I'm glad they've spent all this money. Which
Belmore
one?
Oval.
Belmore, yeah.
And
And
the riots the other week.
yeah. And like, although, Broncos, sweet. Like, they've got the big Suncorp. They do stack it out. But you could even have some at Bellymore, like on the northern side of Brisbane. I know it's a rugby union ground, but, you know, Bundaberg Oval, packed, sold out in fucking April. You know, it's so much better, I feel, when it's sold out. And although, yes, it's less tickets, you're going to get a better product, which leads to more sales, which means you can sort of, you know, build it a bit more. I think that's something they need to look at.
And it's like when they brought them couple NRL games during COVID when they were just playing the comp in Queensland, like up to Rocky here.
Yeah.
And I think it was...
Yeah,
one was
Tigers. We went to the
I
Tigers
went to a
one.
Knights. Was it Knights Eels was another one as well?
Yeah, Knights Eels, and that was the first game, I think, and then there was
I went to a Tigers one. I was up in the box. I was up in like your box upstairs.
yeah, probably.
Yeah, we had it booked out.
Yeah.
But even then, it was... Everyone was sort of saying, fuck, it'd be good if they kept this up, knowing that it most likely would never happen. But
I think going forward though with the game, like looking at more teams, you know, and they're like the Ipswich Jets or fucking this Western Australia fucking Bears or, you know, whoever, like, yeah, like, and like same as Newcastle Stadium, like that was packed out, you know, all throughout the year. So was the New Zealand Warriors season, only season in NRL history to sell out all home games. Like that was pretty fucking massive. So I think they need to do that more so you get a better product on the ground instead of these hollowed out Allianz stadiums, which are great for rugby league, for State of Origin and grand finals and finals games, but really just suck the life out of them throughout, you know, the year.
it just looks terrible, bro. Like
it does look terrible.
Who do Bunnies play on the weekend again? Whoever they played on the weekend. Yeah.
Fuck, they play.
Man, I was on the piss all weekend, so I can't recall.
They play.
Anyway, whoever they play, bro, I watched the highlights and, bro, there's fucking 4 cunts in the stadium.
Did they play the Knights?
Yes, they played
Yeah.
the Knights. And, fuck, it looks terrible, bro. Like, imagine if there was someone visiting Australia, let's flick on some sport on a Saturday night at the pub.
What the
They'll be
fuck's
going,
this?
what's this fucking C-grade thing on fucking Fox?
On
time,
prime time TV.
Yeah.
Or you go to Leichhardt, which is fucking wooden spooners for 3 years.
Yeah.
And there's fucking guns going off the
And
rafters.
they're going, this must be top of the table
Correct.
clash.
Because you can do that on TV. You can make things look a lot fucking bigger than what they are, a lot more grand. So who gives a yeah, anyway.
Bro, some of these EPL games they play are like in quote unquote towns and stuff, and it'd only be 10,000 seats.
Yeah.
And like it's a small little stadium, and you're like, fucking, there's chanting and it's going
I'm
off.
pretty
so
sure I don't know if I sent it in the group, but there was this one where this mum and her family were checking into this hotel. It was like Blackpool or something like that.
Yeah, okay.
And literally they wound back their curtain and the cunts are sitting right there. It's like inside the stadium. Like they're these hotels.
Accommodation,
Yeah, they booked this hotel and it's like fucking, they're looking out their window. The pictures are there.
Fuck,
and all
that's
these
cool.
cunts are going off like just outside their window.
Yeah, okay. It's funny, I'm just thinking about it now, talking about that. You know how we talk about always sport is, you know, this last thing that can't be done by AI and it's all real and raw and unedited, and there's going to become a point soon where experiences are going to become scarce. Everyone goes on holidays, everyone fucking goes bungee jumping, everyone does everything, right? There's going to be moments in time where you were at that game live and it was doing this or doing that. That is going to become the next thing, I think, and they need to sort of do whatever they can to farm that experience so that it, fruits the best results, which is where you have chance and you have everyone carrying on at the end of, what's the Bulldogs, Belmore.
Yeah.
And it's this whole thing after everyone's like, oh my God, and nothing was hectic. It wasn't like a riot. There's cars doing doughies, everyone's beeping.
Wasn't a riot? Fucking hell.
It was one Molotov off of
It was one off, okay? But still.
One Molotov.
It was one Molotov off the fucking riot. But
Holy
they need to do
shit.
whatever they can to foster that. And I thought it was mad. We were at Sunny Coast the weekend that Bundaberg had sold out this, and I'm like, sold out since April, and you're watching on the TV, fuck. I was literally going to be start ringing my granddad and be like, oh yeah, fuck, can you get us there? Because he's being him at the RSL clubs and stuff, and I know he'd know someone to be able to get a ticket and be like, oh yeah, fuck, I want to be there
So
for it.
you're saying our business model is doing sporting trips, selling sporting packages and shit, eh?
Yes,
when we go full time.
Right.
Yes.
I think it's the same argument to how I personally love Keppel Island because it's not this commercialised island. And in 100 years, someone will say, or me when I'm about to die, or whatever, will say, fuck, it's a shame there's no more Keppel Islands where, it's not just high rises and this and that. It's kind of like these Brookvale Ovals and, in a day, in the not so distant future, they're all going to be stadiums and people will miss the feel of the hill, or you know what I mean,
exactly
that sort of
right.
stuff. So I do agree that there's something special about those little, bit more intimate venues, I would say.
Now, real quickly as we continue on about the NRL round, we decided to do something new this week, and we went with 5 lines to win 3K. So W line, W bet, start with 100. So the first one went pop, pop, boom. That was Tigers 17.5 against Manly, $1.90. Turns out they fucking won anyway. So it was, nowhere even close. I was checking the game intermittently going, oh yeah, we've got this at halftime, nothing better. We had the Doggies, -4.5 against the Wars. Now this one was a tricky one. This one required a lot of balls. You're over there.
Especially
in New Zealand,
the start.
Especially at the start.
Yeah. Oh, I was going,
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. That's exactly what I was
But yeah, they now a little bit of controversy about the whole head high.
Yeah,
fucking
Stephen Crichton.
Crichton should have been Sinbad. Now, one of my favourite things to come out of this was Graham Annesley, who, if you don't know, is the head of the refereeing and comes out every Monday and gives a press conference that isn't held enough accountability. There's more shit that needs to happen there. But he come out and said that the only reason everyone's so upset about that, because he does admit it's wrong, it was the wrong call, but the only reason everyone's so upset about it is because they've been so consistent with this throughout the year. And that is absolute bullshit, because everyone has only said the exact same thing all year, that the fucking inconsistencies around these head high or hitting the kicker, pressure, fucking all this sort of stuff has been absolutely no consistency.
block runners, the field goal, fucking
no consistency
blockers.
whatsoever.
Yeah.
Everyone's going, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
No one knows the rules anymore.
He's
The
just
commentators who are experts at the game, who've played for fucking 10 years, are saying, I don't even know the rules anymore.
Fire up, Jack.
I'm sorry, I had to.
No, I love it.
And he's saying the opposite. Yeah, we've been so
consistent, that's why there was such outcry. Which is just utter bullshit.
He's doubling down, denying with the dying with the
beautiful.
lie.
I
Yeah.
love that.
He's dying with the lie, which you
I
got to
love
kind of
doing
respect a little bit. And then he used it. So then what they did to cover
Toledo panic button focus. Fucking.
Yes. So then what they did, the Toledo panic button, they did what to cover themselves. They then over officiated the rest of the games throughout the round. So
Right.
then when he come before the press conference, he's like, this is how many things happened over the weekend, and this is all the ones we got right, and we just got that one wrong. I'm like, no, you just fucking over officiated the games, ruined them all so you could cover yourself in the fucking press conference, because when you saw it up and you went, oh, that's fucked. And they pretty much came out straight away and was like, yeah, we don't know what's happened there, which is, anyway.
Corruption. Someone
Could be corruption at the highest order.
Someone check some fucking
Someone checks some bet slips.
betting slips. Yeah.
Someone journo the journos.
Someone journal the journos.
I think people respect it more when they just go, we fucking got it terribly wrong.
Yeah, if there was none of this
ref's been
other
dropped for 1 week because it was an awful decision.
Yeah.
I know there's not refs lining up on every corner, which we've said multiple times on this pod, but just the fans like the accountability when it's true and honest.
100% they like the accountability more than if you just try and divert around to being like, oh, the reason you are all so upset is because we got it right all this year. Because then you've just ruined what you've just said by saying, yeah, we did get it wrong. If they just said, yeah, we got it wrong, he's actually going to be suspended for 2 weeks and we're going to fucking do this, people just be like, yeah, look, we're still unhappy with it, but a lot more respect to you. But they just try and weasel their way out of it with all these other tactics.
Like people saying, don't take this the wrong way, but you're a fuckwit. It's like, okay, I'm going to take that the right way, buddy. Cheers.
You little weasel.
Yeah, you little weasel. So, anyway, continuing
Annesley,
on.
fuckwit.
Annesley, fuckwit. But
him on the
also,
board.
shout out Annesley because the line fucking got over for the handicap second line. So then we doubled down. Now, we were out. You were on the piss.
Do you remember our
I was on
phone
the piss.
call?
Yes, I do remember the phone call because you rang me because there was only 8 minutes between, and the rule of this new thing we're doing is like you bet game per game. You don't just do it's this, and this. It's like a play-by-play. You do it by feel. So after this fucking ballsy win by the fucking Dogs over in New Zealand, I talked about it last week. Eels have this sort of weird kryptonite with the fucking Bronx. Bronx aren't in the greatest form. Even when they are, Eels somehow fucking get them. Breadcrumbs, I did say Marco Sivo, try scorer. He did get up. So I said to you, I was like, I don't know, man, I'm scared. There's like, we've obviously only got to get 5 right. I think this is one of those ones where we could just like leeway and just be like, hey, listen, it's up in the air. Fucking, I think the bookies are pretty close on the line here. I think the Eels could win. I don't know if we should do it. And you went, fuck it. I'm doing Broncos -9.5.
So let's just back the Bronx.
Let's just back the Bronx.
Bro.
And bro, they
After all last week, he was saying fucking about
I
Eels.
know.
And
And then I just went, Eels are shit. Bronx are playing for their life.
yeah,
and
but Bronx are terrible too.
no, and then Eels scored that quick 16 points, and I'm going, oh no. And bro, end of the game, they come back. They're up by 12, and then they fucking let a shitty try in at the end.
So he actually
were
got
on.
close.
We were
He got
on.
close.
Like
Yeah.
within under 10 minutes left, the bet was up, like winning, and then
Yeah.
Anyway.
I think I tuned out when they were 16-0 up.
Yeah, a lot of people said that. Now, I am a little bit glad that I didn't get on the Eels because I 100% absolutely certain still would have stayed with my bet, which was the next bet that lost for me. Panthers -9.5 against the fucking Raiders. The Raiders beat them.
Yeah.
They beat the Penny Panthers. Now, I don't give a fuck how much footy you watch. If you're the fucking Wayne Bennett of the sport,
Ricky Stewart.
Ricky fucking Stewart. Hey, Ricky Stewart wouldn't have bet on the fucking Raiders to win last week. That's a fucking great point by you. So
Thanks, Rick.
I wasn't upset because that was the right bet.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't upset because that's the right bet.
It's
I
just anomalies happen in
There's
sport.
anomalies happen in a big enough data field. Anomalies fucking happen.
Exactly.
yeah.
So I wasn't too mad at that. We will go again this coming week. So stay keen, stay fucking informed. In the
Yeah,
Neds
I
group
like
up the
this
chat.
little method.
Yeah, because we're trying to. Yeah, we're sort of just trying to like get everyone's perspectives and input and like because it's getting to the fucking pointy end of the season and it can have a bit of narrative and yarn when you get everyone involved.
There's another spanner in the works for this coming round because there's some teams that are resting players and stuff. So
yeah.
There's a little dynamic there that you might think.
That's just another fucking variable that you got to throw into your little algorithm.
Exactly. Like you think the Cows paying, I think $1.22 currently going to punish the Storm because they're resting everyone. But then you do a bit more of a read like I done the Starvo, Stevo.
And
Still Munster playing, still Puppy.
Yeah.
But then all the other heavy hitters are out. I think just because those guys have been injured, let's just see if they can get through these games leading up to finals. But $1.22 and they've still got Munster and Puppy and Farlongo and
But that's good
Trombley.
then because that means the line for the Storm's going to be double digits.
Yeah.
It's got to be.
Yeah, that's
So
right. Let's have a quick look at that now.
for sure.
Actually,
But
while
then
we're
it's like
talking.
Cows could just put on one of those games where they put
Yeah,
on
but
50
I think the
as
value
well.
would still be in the Storm.
Storm, yeah.
100%.
Fucking oath, can't.
100%.
Oh yeah, $4.10, and the line's 12.5.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Yeah, just go Storm.
Is that
Is that
Thursday
the
night?
first game of the week?
It is.
Wow.
First one. Let's get on.
So, yeah, for everyone wanting to join on, just put your own Perso unit on it. Like, we've obviously posting our bets and stuff. I think, there's something about this 100 into whatever amount that we like following on this podcast. So I think we're going to stick with that theme. So that's a 1 year nice unit.
Yep.
But obviously put on whatever stake that you
feel
want to do and
comfortable
just
with and
follow it.
is
'cause
responsible. Yeah.
Say if you hit 8 in the, I don't know what all those odds would then equate to, but you'd
So it goes like this, guys.
a
So
you'd at
$1.90.
least
it goes like
times 10
this.
your money, I reckon.
100 into 190. 190 into 361. I fell out at the 361 mark.
I
But you
put
go-
on 361. It was into 670.
Yeah.
That's
something
right,
like
yeah.
that. So then
you
could
go
say
that to
670.
1400, then
Yeah.
you get that to 2800. So it's going to be around and it's all this is just you just got to tip 5 pretty much games right. Fucking in the round.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to be all 8. Doesn't have to be anything hectic. You can
Yeah.
just fucking look into it. And I feel that anomaly. I really kind of feel like we would have maybe went all right then because I just had a look at some of the other scores.
Maybe this week we don't do so. Thursday night there's one game. Friday night we just choose one. Saturday there's 3, so we choose 2, and then
Yeah.
Sunday there's 2,
2.
so we choose 1. So
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
drop one game from each night.
Yeah, don't try and it's not a sprint. Don't just
Yeah.
try and get in the first 5. Like really think about it. And
Yeah.
And if you did the 8, it's 170x your money.
is it
You just
really?
done the math on the $1.90
Yeah.
lines.
Yeah. Which is fucking
So
crazy.
the glory's in getting the 8.
Yeah. Very nice. But yeah, even what did we say?
So what
Yeah,
would
5.
that be?
17 grand.
17,000.
Yeah, if you
wow,
put-
that sounds so much better than fucking 3.2 or whatever it is.
Correct.
Holy hell. Road to 17K. Fucking stay tuned.
Stay tuned, baby.
Kicks off with Melbourne
But
Storm.
Steve, if we go back to a few little notes here on
Yep.
NRL, the Storm and the Roosters are looking very, very hot coming
Storm
into
clinical.
the finals. Storm obviously have the luxury now. Shout out them for getting the the minor premiers.
Yeah.
The Melbourne premiers, the minor premiers, the Storm.
Yeah.
So they've
done
secured
to
first
the-
spot. And then, Roosters moving up into second place
Mm.
with a loss from the Panthers, as we just discussed.
Now, Stephen, this backs onto something that you were saying, similar to the New South Wales team this year, similar to the Queensland team this year, about back in the day there's a difference between hope and faith, right? And when you've got faith that
Two
things
different
will
girls'
happen-
names as well.
Correct. When you have hope, you are hoping for the win, right? When you've got faith that it'll come off, more times than not, it seems, along with that mental thing we were talking about, it does come off through hard work and consistency. Now, their faith, the Panthers at the moment, is quite broken because they've lost these easy games. They've lost against the Storm. They've actually just gone, is that 2 losses back to back?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Which is fucking the
Against
last.
the Dragons and the fucking Raiders.
They didn't lose against the Dragons, they lost against the Storm.
Yeah.
Storm lost
sorry,
against
sorry,
lost
yeah.
against the Dragons just before.
Yeah.
But this double
Well, I
back
reckon it's been a while since they've lost 2 in a row.
2 in a row,
Yeah.
be a long, long time, especially against the Raiders, right? And
Yeah.
some other people say, they're a tough team.
Cleary's injured.
Doesn't matter.
So their faiths are similar to like a faith, like a stripper faith, not
Yes.
like a faith like Christian girl faith.
Correct.
Yeah.
And so right now that faith is broken.
Yeah.
Right?
Much like a stripper
Much like
is.
stripper faith. Yeah,
Yeah.
she's broken on her
Yeah,
little
yeah.
soul on the inside.
Yeah.
That's why she's dancing for money.
Yeah, shaking her ass on
Shaking her ass
Thursday.
up there
yeah.
for old men.
Yeah.
So now that their faith is diminished, broken, crushed, really hurting, the Storm and the Roosters
Yeah.
are feeding off that energy, right? Their hope
Yeah.
that they can beat this unbeatable team that is the Panthers, this dynasty, this 4-time grand final appearance, 3 in a row fucking grand final winners. They are now believing themselves that they can beat this team should it happen in the finals, which is that little 10% at the end of the day that gets you across the line.
And the odds reflecting that. Storm 325, Roosters 360, Penny third line 375.
That's what-
Doggies fourth line $10.
That's what they were paying at the start of the year to win the grand final, the Panthers. With only 5 games left in the round compared to
Yeah.
27 at the start. So the bookies are reflecting what we're talking about.
Yeah. Hope and
Because as we
faith.
mentioned last week, stats and stars don't lie, they align, right?
Yeah.
So I,
Hope and faith, 2 worlds apart.
hope and faith, opposite ends of the spectrum. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. Stars and stats really align when the transference happens between hope and faith, one for the other. Now,
It's like a threesome with hope and faith.
Yeah.
and star.
And star. Yeah.
Don't know about stats. She's fucking in the corner in the cuck chair.
Yeah.
But
I've never met a stripper named Stats.
no,
So continue.
no.
Hope, faith, star. Continue.
Yes, continue.
Mercedes.
Chappelle. Fuck. No. Just a lot of fucking visual images in my brain that words aren't like coming out. You know,
Open on a
yeah.
Tuesday. Let me go check next door.
No, so back on track. Back on track. Stars and stats aligned. Yes, I feel that this is more into what we were talking last week. The Doggies have a genuine chance now that Penrith aren't looking so strong at getting this grand final win and backing up this cyclical planet alignment that's, you know, the Doggies to win in 2024.
Yeah.
Which was prophesised at the beginning of the
Doggies
season.
have just got like an astrology expert in there, and when they're doing film and shit, they're all doing like fucking
There's
palm
two
tarot
TVs
cards.
up.
Tarot cards.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's right. Like Stephen Crichton's on the weekend just before the Warriors was like, take risks, it'll come off. And, you know, that's why he did the head high. So, yeah, there's a lot in it.
Yeah. He got the Medusa card, like cut the cunt's head off.
Yeah, he'll turn to stone. He's down flat. Yeah. No, so...
And I think, Stevo, for the fact that Doggies can see that Panthers can be beat by a side like the Raiders, who they beat only a couple rounds ago.
Yes, that's right.
It's real for them. They're like, this is a possible finals picture. They would have got up our podcast episode last week and seen us go through all the thing and go, wow, we're going to play the Panthers in the prelim to make the grand final.
Yep.
Now those guys are going to lose to the Raiders this week, so we can do it. So I think it's just that belief is real.
On that topic, like degenerate fathers and, you know, long lost strippers, there's stats like long lost kids coming at the wazoo now. What was that one? It was like the last time Broncos trailed 16-12. The Dogs won the fucking grand final. Like, there's just stats just popping up at the wazoo now.
When that one come across my desk, you really start to think, who's checking these cunts putting these graphics?
We need to.
Like, if we just made up one right now, the
who
last
would check
time
it?
a Queensland podcast got up to episode
87,
Doggies made the grand final.
Who's actually checking that?
Who's checking the shit?
That's a great point, actually. I didn't think about it.
Because we're all just, these things are flying across our desk, left, right, and centre.
We're taking it on faith.
And we're just going, this is faith and true and fact in every aspect. And
for sure.
Well,
winning MasterChef.
I'm not going to be looking into it. I can guarantee that.
Exactly.
Less to come.
Less to fucking come on that
but
front.
we're going to make our own.
For sure.
Yeah.
And we got to send it to all those pages. And they'll say, where'd you get this? Don't worry, mate.
Source, trust me, bro.
Astrology,
exactly.
stats and stars.
Got a palm reading. It's true, bro. Fucking move on.
Strip clubs, Mercedes. All good.
So, yes, the third place Sharkies won't go away without a fight. No Nico Hines. They did well against the Dragons.
Yes.
In the final round of the final match of the round on the weekend.
I think in the back half of the season, they're probably the biggest surprise for me anyway, and probably a lot of other people, just purely on the fact that, Nico's out. They started hot, as we said last week. They fell into this slump, and it was all trending downwards, you would say, for the Sharkies, but they've just managed to maintain on the top four, and they slip into third now with us Panthers slipping into fourth. Do we know, is Nico done for the season?
Done for the season. Yes, I believe so.
Which, to be honest, I think just because he's a star player and a bit of negative press when you play for a Sydney club, maybe him not playing and he shanks a kick or this happens and there's not that outside noise coming in, because I feel like they have sort of flown under the radar in a sense that they're not on 360 every week because Nico's done this
everyone's just
injury.
forgotten about him.
They've just sort of forgotten about him, but they're still there. So maybe that plays into it leading into the finals.
Yeah, they have like this real good run home.
Yeah, they'll just fly under the radar. Everyone keeps doubting them, and fuck, man, they could make a prelim. Who knows? So, I think Sharkies are a genuine chance, even though we're talking about Doggies, Panthers, Storm.
I tell you
Roosters.
This little Panthers fall off is feeding into the storyline so well. Like, coming into the finals, I just thought it's going to be fucking... No, just everyone.
Oh, yeah.
Last week even I'm going, it's going to be Panthers, fucking Storm or Roosters. Like, pretty much two of those three, no matter what the combo is, blah, 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 blah. Them now falling off this little perch. Sharkies coming up, staying strong with that Nico, finding out who they are.
Yeah.
Fucking Storm, like it's all
Dragons hitting form. Are they going to make it 8? Yeah.
Oh, man.
Doggies doing tarot cards and shit.
Yeah. It's all just feeding into it. I'm so hyped for this finals fucking run. Like, it's going to be off its head.
Yeah.
I can't.
Nice.
I cannot wait.
Couple of filming sessions in here incoming, hey?
Oh, yeah.
Yep, sounds good.
And some with our clothes on.
No DMT here, buddy.
Yeah, no Zodiac here, buddy.
Little feel-good story, boys, over the weekend. Tommy Turbo. Is he the nicest bloke in NRL, is what
Yes.
I wrote down in my notes.
He is.
So he approached the club /NRL and he said he wanted over the next 2 years give $750,000 back. So just, docks his pay over 2 years so they recoup those costs because he's been injured so much. Like, I don't think there's any other player in the NRL who would do
Or
that.
devil's advocate, it's a big PR stunt because he knew that it was going to get knocked back, so he just they had
Nah,
the
he's not
inside
that type of operator.
That is interesting because they were already going to knock him back.
You don't
He's been injured
really like who do you really actually know?
Yeah. That is
There's
interesting.
cunts out of fucking serial killers and shit.
To be
like
fair,
that out of
I do
fucking-
know. Like the rest of the family all backs up. They're like one club family, like so I back up that aspect. But that is interesting.
Yeah.
And then so when they're at the board meeting, they go, "Oh mate, come on! He was gonna fucking offer up 375 of his own fucking paycheck.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't only drop him down 125. He'd probably
Yeah.
come good again,
Yeah.
That is interesting.
Yeah,
I
is
would
he
think like
coming
that.
up for a contract extension? Like,
I believe so. Yeah.
okay.
Corruption.
You know, no.
Chess, brother. It's chess, not checkers.
What shows me is that he's a good cunt, you're a deviant. Because that's how he thinks and that's how you
Yeah,
think. So
yeah,
exactly.
it's really a litmus test.
He's actually playing checkers. You're thinking he's playing chess.
Yeah.
'cause
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
fucking manipulating.
Yeah.
He's playing crayons, cunt. I'm fucking, yeah.
No, yeah, Tommy, you're a good bloke, mate. We love
No,
that.
that is genuinely, when I read that, that is
Yeah.
genuinely
The first thought you had.
Because it was like it got knocked back or whatever. And I was like, then of course the cunt would come out and say that because it got fucking knocked.
And also,
Well, he didn't come out and say that.
No.
It was like,
no, they come out to be all above board or
But
whatever.
like his PR
because it was going to be
manager,
whispers.
oh mate, this is going to get us fucking, every cunt's going to think you're the best cunt in the world.
Yeah.
Fucking, I won't show them these videos on the weekend where you're fucking, you were the one filming Latrell.
Allegedly, no, not even allegedly. Satirically, we're joking. Yeah, no, fucking. No, that is
Yeah.
interesting.
So Tommy, good bloke.
Yeah, real good bloke.
But-
mate.
Yeah, but
Yeah, we don't know for sure.
possible scumbag.
Possible fucking. But they like to be fair. I know what you were saying. They would never, ever, ever in a million years let that fly. Fuck no.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah.
Not only the fucking NRL, like I don't think this because that's like big fucking no shit. That's fucking
reeks
like,
of like a tax break or something.
yeah.
He's about to hit the threshold for his yearly ABN.
Yeah, sets a boundary for other clubs like precedents. Like, oh yeah, well fucking if Tommy did it, fucking we want our money back.
Yeah.
Shit, you know, like
Reeks of briefcase under the table, back car,
boots.
boot
cars.
briefcase.
Where's Caleb
gate.
Ponga's dad? Get him to fucking make an inquiry.
Tommy's got in his Insta drafts like a thank you fucking tropical manly fucking hold and he's got the top of the range sport fucking
Imagine that if Caleb
with a
Ponga was-
locked canopy.
yeah.
Oh, I lost the key, man. Fuck.
Imagine if Caleb Ponga was Turbo's fucking management. Oh, that would be good.
Boot briefcase gate.
Let's go.
Nice.
Oh fucking hell,
All right.
boys.
Are we getting into some gambling? Are we
Yeah.
getting into some punting access?
We are. We've sort of
Trying to have a
sprinkled
little bit.
gambling into the show just
Yeah,
to
we've pretty much done all that.
just to keep all you guys on your toes. Maybe unintentionally, Steve-O's off his meds.
Yeah,
No,
I'm off the fucking meds, boys.
no,
now.
that's
I had
all right.
some-
Well, we've got our this week's Ned's Bet Tech to get into, inspired by
Yeah, and the
yours
punting
truly,
access.
Steve Askin's US Open.
Yeah. I like that. I like when we have themed bet techs.
yeah, no, it's good.
And yeah, like we've got themed bet techs coming up the fucking
At the Wazoo. Yeah.
in a sec, like because it's US Open
At
for
the
this
Greg
week
Marzoo.
and next week.
Yep.
Marzoo, yeah.
The Craig Marzoo.
yeah. Then what else is there? Like UFC fucking the
3 million.
NFL starts in 2 weeks.
Yes,
Yep.
God, I'm getting hot from that little
Yeah.
minute dollar sport minute long sport clips page that I've been
it's
sending through.
so
It's
good.
fucking good.
Yeah, it's elite. Doing a NFL fantasy again, just with the same crew. If there's enough interest, could do a little nice one, but you can only have about 10 in your league.
Yeah,
So
I think I'll stay out. Just spoil this first season while I get my bearings.
for sure. I might even just sprinkle some like fantasy as the season goes through, some stats and like
Stats
how
and
it all
stars.
stats and stars,
Stats and stars.
how it all works for everyone if they haven't played much.
Yeah, generate the hype.
And not fantasy like the liquid liquid
GHB.
shit you take when you're over in fucking
Melbourne.
Ibiza and shit like that. Yeah,
not
yeah,
that shit.
righto.
Can you make a real fucked punishment for your fantasy league this year for who comes last?
Yeah.
Or is there not enough go-getters in it?
No, there is, and most of them in Rocky. Just we had this discussion in our little group chat. We wanted to just somehow, because in America, I think we said it the other week, like they do these cool games. So like you and 10 of your buddies are in a fantasy league, and they do like drinking games to get the draft order, because it's like a snake 1 to 10, and then you'll pick players like that. So
I just mean more for who comes last. I read some today that were fucking iconic.
Yeah, we could do something. But think 2 of the boys aren't living in Rocky.
Vegas.
Yeah.
That's right.
But
Bring
we
them
can
up on the
still,
fucking
we can still make it work.
YNU fucking card.
Well,
Can't.
you think of some tings, and I'll let the boys know.
Okay, yeah, I got some tings.
Storyboard it.
Oh, yeah.
Storyboard.
We storyboard.
Flip the whiteboard over.
Yeah.
Storyboard it.
Yeah. Right, I'll kick off bet text, I know.
Yep, brought to you by our
Brought to
best,
you,
only, greatest friend.
Yep,
Nance.
our only friend, really.
Where things going? Could
which
be our fucking newest lover.
by default makes you our best friend, Ned's. So mine's a little bit red hot because
You're a red hot operator.
yes, a red hot operator. Just before we do that, have we done our fucking weekly write-offs from last week? Or Jack
Yeah.
We sort of
Yeah,
sprinkled
we
the
really-
trading cards and the bet tech.
I
The
think we-
line betting. Yeah,
yeah,
we did.
righto. We'll
Yep.
get straight into this week.
Oh,
then.
well, you can. I'm not sure. I mentioned my EPL one, but Arsenal
Actually,
not
and I
scoring.
didn't do my weekly write-off, so
halves.
maybe we go back.
Yeah, well, mine, Jack alluded
So
to.
tell us your weekly write-off, Steve, because
Yeah,
I
yeah.
blasted you in the fucking chat about it beforehand.
Exactly, yeah. Blasted me on the chat. Then I think also blasted me live on audio
Yeah.
and video.
Yeah.
Yeah. And to be fair, if you go check the tapes, I wasn't confident because of the fact that I did tip Tigers the week before and they were sort of like loving it.
Yeah.
And Manly are just one of those teams that we even said that as well. There's another fucking nugget for you as well. We were saying Manly beat fucking all the top 4, but have also lost
to
to
the bottom
fucking
4.
the rest.
Yeah.
I didn't actually watch About Even last week. Shout out About Even, the Hello Sport Boys gambling show. But there was some sort of fucking stat that Rando had there that Manly had never won and fucking
Manly
Leichhardt
haven't beat the Tigers on a Thursday night at Leichhardt since like 2004.
Yeah, it was like some fucking scat.
And you
stat.
heard that stat and still proceeded.
I
with-
didn't
No,
hear
he
the
listened
stat,
to it
but I heard
afterwards. Yeah, it was a bit of a
afterwards,
fucking
Facts, yeah.
delayed effect.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, I got fucked there.
So you had Manly and Swans to win head to head. Swans
Yeah.
got up, but Manly obviously shit the bed against the Tigers. And Steve-O, you had
Dean Mariner, ATS.
who we mentioned is like, top 5 try scorer for the year.
We're just on and off me and him. Like I said it last week. when
There's
I'm
another
like,
Relationships
nugget for you.
turbulent. Yeah.
it's very turbulent, which usually is my thing. So it's a bit.
Oh yeah,
oh yeah.
oh yeah.
Oh yeah. So
very on brand for this
I think I'm
podcast.
just going to have to be an adult, and I'm just going to have to stay away from Dean. Me and him have obviously got some things to work out in the
You
off
need to
season.
just block him on all social media, man, and you just have one like form of contact, which is text message, so everything's recorded.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, no, I might do
225, and we did mention that he was playing centres, and you
he's in
thought
the
that
centres, he
he's
doesn't
been back and
play.
forth, centre and wing, but you were still confident. So
I was confident that I was going to be able to blue chew him and get him up. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like just honestly couldn't do
So
it.
225, Steve, yours was $1.62. Mine was $2.60. Even though I was probably the most confident.
That might
on
be
mine.
one of the. That was probably I think only the 3rd or 4th round this year from our bet techs that we've all copped a loss simultaneously.
in
So
the same week. Yep, for sure. But
So
get
we're on
into
we're on a cooler.
We're on
Yeah.
a Tolu cooler.
Yeah.
But tennis is where I base all of my skills. So Stick with me this week, boys, because I've got a fucking 7-leg multi for you.
I'm just trying to imagine what we're going to be saying next week. Looking back on this, fuck me. We said 7 legs. It's only $5.
I did have I think this was 9 or 10, and I went back and took a couple out because. Once again, I was learning, I was like,
machine learning, take a couple out.
Exactly.
Yep.
But only because of this Manly fucking situation where I was like, fuck, I know that's juicy, like at $1.25, $1.30 for that, but I do see a world in where that can be upset.
But can you see future hindsight going, fuck, I should have just dropped maybe 2 of these legs now?
But I did do that.
Yeah, but even on the 7
he's already
legs,
done it.
Maybe drop it back to 5.
No, I've already done it because I'm confident on these ones. Okay. But it's still a 7-leg multi.
Have you thought about taking it back to not even betting on any of them?
No.
And just fucking off and going to bed.
Never do that.
Get into it, brother. What do we got?
Money doesn't sleep, neither do I.
Because I am money.
First of all, we kick off with, and this is all on Thursday night too. So this is, I'm pretty sure these will all be round 2 games. This will all be round 2 games because I've got a bet tonight. Obviously US Open getting played early in the morning, kicks off at fucking midnight or whatever.
Most people listening right now on a Wednesday, so you've still got a day or 12
you've still
hours
got
grace.
No, you've still got a few. If it comes out tomorrow lunchtime, this will be happening at midnight. Wednesday night, Thursday morning. So I got Yuri Lehechka. He's a gun. He's finding form last couple of matches. He's versing an American too, and that's always fucking scary. But I'm still confident that he's going to get it done.
Can you rattle through the individual? Can you see the individual odds and then the multi?
So that's $1.24 at time of recording. Francis Tiafo, American. We all know the TIFF. He's $1.26. Brandon Nakashima just had a really another American, even though his name doesn't suggest it. Last name more evident than Brandon, but he's paying $1.30 against Arthur Kazoo. Brando's just come off a fucking good win against Danish Holger Rune. Rune, Jack would pronounce his name as, but. Rune's 10th in the world or something. He's up there. And Nakashima pumped him, bro. Straight sets. It was 6-1, 6-love, 6-2 or some shit. So he's American as well, like I said. So, home court advantage there. Then we're into the females. Paula Badoza. She's fucking former world number 3, gun.
It's a great last name too.
Yeah. And and she's got a badonk on her too. So $1.36.
She's cousins with Ben Hunt.
Yes.
Badoza.
Yeah, Badoza. Yeah. She's the Spanish Ben Hunt.
She's the Spanish iteration.
Then we're into Kim Win Zhang. She's fucking made the semis or something in Wimbledon. She was right up there. $1.20. Victoria Azarenka, who I mentioned before, former world number 1. She's paying $1.30. And then Maddie Keys, always strong, always goes deep in tourneys. She's paying $1.14. American also. So all up, that'll give you $5.11 with a price boost. I think I used that as well. Could have used my Ned's Toolbox multi-rescue. 1 leg fails, get your money back up to $50, but
you took the extra 20 cents.
I took the extra 20 cents and I I double staked it this week. A unit for the bet tax is usually $50, but I chucked 100 on it because I was feeling a little bit frisky this morning when I put that on.
Nice, bro. Very nice. And what about you, Steve-O?
Speaking about frisky, I've gone Taylor Fritz.
Fritzky.
Fritz.
Yeah.
So
Fritzky.
last time I think Fritzy got up for me and got a bit frisky. He fucking got a famous win. I obviously came in, touted my horn that I was the new tennis expert because you're a fucking slack cunt.
With a
and you never
$16
fucking
profit or something
16
like
or
that.
less than that. It might have been $6.
Couldn't even buy him a Subway for
Couldn't
dinner.
even buy
All
me
good.
off. Fucking no more Subway for me after the
He said,
weekend.
do you take Ned's bet slips for fucking payment?
He said no.
With the
Do you
infamous,
want any? What's he call you?
infamous
Kiwis. Do you want any Kiwis on the salad?
with that? Any Kiwis with the sub? No, so Big Taylor, think he's coming in strong. Steve thinks that the guy's Verson's coming off strong off an injury. I disagree. So that's my bet tech. We had a loss last week. I really want to get a win this week, so I went with a rock solid $1.58.
Yep.
We'll have to see how it goes, but that is mine. Brandos.
Nice, bro. Well,
What do you got for
as
us?
I was screenshotting my bets, typing them up for our overlays for YouTube, I had your bet, and then I would go and check 10 minutes later. I've already typed it up. I'm going, Steve, oh, you dog. Anyway, so I was happy to accept that. Fritz is your boy, El Skitzenberg. I'll let you stick with that guy.
Yep.
But I've gone, and correct me if I'm wrong here, Stephen,
Yep.
Sarandolo versus Echeverry.
Yeah, pretty close, bro.
Well, that's obviously last names.
Sarundalo, yeah.
Sarundala.
How do you say old mate's last name?
Yeah, Echeverry, yeah.
Yeah,
Argentinian
Very,
versus
very etch.
Argentinian, I believe.
Yeah.
All Argentinian affair.
So pretty
believe.
so the bookies got this one pretty close on Ned. So $1.94 versus my guy Echeverry $1.85. Going for something a little different here, everyone. Going total match sets, 4 sets, $2.60.
Yep.
So how I see this one playing out? Yeah, maybe one of them breaks the first set, and then as tennis is a big momentum game, the other guy comes back and wins 3-1. Or they go 1 set each, and then one of them comes away with the win. So hoping, total match sets, 4 sets, $2.60. That is my US Open Ned's bet tech for the week.
And to confirm, yes, both Argentinian, because I do know tennis like the back of my...
Both Argentinian.
You know the rest. Yeah, both Argentinian.
Oh, so there's a bit of fucking hoo-ha here.
Well, and that could potentially be a good bet.
I do think that's a good bet.
Yep.
Sorolondo, is that it?
Yeah, Sorundalo.
Close
yeah.
enough.
Sorundalolo.
Yeah. Sorundalova.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Steve, I want to round us out with we've got some inside scoop leading into
Breaking
spring
news,
racing
everyone.
from Punting Access.
Punting access.
My brother, your tipster, Punting Access.
My brother, your tipster. And he's kicking us off with an absolute fucking heater to get into your Ned Spring Carnival.
Now, if you wanted to come to us thinking, oh yeah, the boys talk themselves up a bit, they're a bit of a tipster mob, they like to pick winners. No, we are going to pick you a loser. Now,
A $2 loser, that is.
correct.
A $2 favourite loser.
Now, what Brando said earlier in the podcast is exactly right. We can't give you tips. We can't give you fucking short things. We can't give you any of that. All we can do is leave you clues. Like in Cluedo, it's your fucking job to do the rest, all right? Read between the lines, vibe the braille,
Guess
depth
who?
of the gate, guess who? Yeah,
There's
yeah.
a lot of fucking board game fucking ominality around this episode.
There's a lot of fucking depth to the game you can't see. So we hit up our good friend over at PA, Punting Access, and we said, come on, mate. Spring Carnival starts this weekend. What do you got for us? And he came up with a little bit of a spiel, just about what his thoughts are on the whole sort of, the Group 1 there, the whole field, they call it. And all he could really give us for concrete was that Pride of Jenny won't win.
Which is the favourite for the...
Memsey Stakes.
Memsey
The Memsey Stakes.
So that's Group 1. Back in April, it got the job done, screaming over so I'm just reading his right screaming over the 2,000 and beat the field by 6.5 lengths. Can she do it again?
Apparently not.
Apparently not.
Does not think so. Punting Access. So some of you guys are signed up to his little weekly email tips for horse racing. Quite a good percentage.
We need to get him giving us the fucking format too, and like, righto, is this many bets for the year, and this many won, this many lost, fucking rah.
For sure. Anyway, puntingaccess.com for that.
Yeah.
Excluding this podcast. But yes, he said, Pride of Jenny, $2 it's currently paying. But he then followed up the write-up and I said, firstly, any odds? I had to go research that myself. And then he goes, currently paying, blah, blah, yep, it's paying $2, but it definitely won't win.
Yeah.
So we all had a little giggle in the chat and said, so you bring us a write-up, say, throw this to the punters, give him the $2 favourite,
Which
but I'd think it won't win.
Which is, I guess that is a tip in itself. He's telling you just stay away from
But
favourite.
that
don't
wasn't
get
in his
caught up.
write-up. He didn't say, I don't think it'll win.
Yeah.
That was
right.
just in the
Yeah,
message.
so now he's giving
proceeding.
He's been in the fucking horsing game for like 6 months. He's already getting corrupt. Gives you a whole big spiel on this one, and then underneath goes, but she won't win.
Yeah.
Because he's got it on fucking whoever. And he wants it to drift.
Yeah. He's hedging his bets.
He's hedging his bets. But
allegedly.
no, thanks for that, PA.
Thanks, PA.
Prepare to get absolutely either sucked off or sprayed next week, depending on the results of that race.
Yeah,
So,
for sure. But
Is that this weekend?
Yeah.
Leading into Spring Carnival, ex-co-host Tyler Barnes may make some
Sort of
guest appearance
Yeah.
on this show, or
We need some
a
feedback too,
sideshow
guys. Do you want him back or
that we're
not?
looking
Because
at
we're
doing.
happy to take the audience's fucking stance on this, if they want him back or not.
man, if he's winning, they'll want him on. If he's
yeah.
losing, they'll fucking put him to the
Cutthroat,
stake.
yeah.
And as the capitalist fucking motto reads, the market shall decide. So let's see what he can do.
Yeah.
He'll be the captain of the Jerusalem crucifixes, can't if
And
he's
they'll hang
losing.
him on the cross if he
Hung,
doesn't
drawn,
come
and
through.
quartered.
Yeah. And they'll say, no more stars,
No more stats.
no more stats,
No more stars. No,
No
more
hope.
stats.
no more hope, and no more faith. Get out of my life, Tyler Barnes from Punting Access.
Yeah.
What do you reckon, Steve-O? Steve?
Yeah. Just,
Stevens are done.
Just, as we round off the gambling, boys, we just always have to mention that all those prices are subject to change and subject to terms and conditions, which you can find on the Ned's website. So do that if you need to.
Yep.
Anything else, bro? Or-
I think that's it, boys. Let's go get some Subway cookies.
Chances are you're about to lose. For free and confidential support, visit gamblinghelponline.org.au.